Hey, how's it going everyone? My name is Raw and today what I'm going to be doing is bringing you the video the Game Informer just posted. It's a live interview with Rod Fergusson answering over 105 questions in just 5 minutes. So it's very fast paced, but I'm going to stop it at some important parts that I thought is really cool and are quite interesting to talk about. So I'm going to make this video, hope you guys do enjoy these. I obviously try and keep up to date with all the information that Gears of War post and obviously let you guys know straight away. So this has just been posted literally 10 minutes ago, so hopefully when I get this video up it's quite new. So let's jump straight into this and hope you guys can hear this, and I will try and stop it at some important parts.
Are you good sport?
My good sport. Yes.
Fans are going to be cool with this?
Yes.
25 years later on Sarah, does Thrashball still exist?
Kind of.
Kind of. Does Thrashball still exist? Kind of. So maybe there's another part to the map, or they're going to maybe expand on it, or they're going to come back to it. We don't know, but I am really excited to see it because I love that map. Probably a lot of people do enjoy that map, so I'm really excited to see what they're going to do with that. But we're carrying on.
Is the Hammer of Dawn still floating around there?
As in the satellite in the sky, yes. As in a targeting reticle, potentially.
Is there a name for the new squad?
No.
Is there a name for the new squad? No. So we've had obviously Delta Squad and we've had obviously the Cogs and all that kind of stuff, but they're also talking about the Hammer of Dawn here, and they said there is going to be a Hammer of Dawn, which is awesome because that's quite a cool weapon to use on campaign and horde and all that kind of stuff. I don't personally use it on multiplayer. But yeah, they said there's going to be a target, so it's going to be a different kind of style. So will it be kind of like a Call of Duty kind of like, obviously you're looking down from it and you're going to be obviously shooting it down? Or is it just going to be like the one where you aim and it comes down? Is it going to be like that? I don't know. That is going to be obviously in the future, we'll find out.
How many playable characters are in the game?
3.
2-player co-op, online, offline?
Yes.
What are my other 2 friends supposed to do?
Watch.
Okay, now Rod Fergusson, he's got quite a funny sense of humour. So when he says watch, I mean, really, no way is it just going to be a single player campaign. You can have up to 3 players, as we saw, JD, Kate and Dell. So that's really cool to know that there's actually 3 characters, which is the main ones for the campaign. So it probably looks like it's going to be a 3-player campaign, or you could probably do it with a 2-player, or you can do it yourself. So that's interesting.
EP 30?
Campaign.
Multiplayer?
60.
Are they
Campaign is going to be 30 frames per second, and the multiplayer is going to be 60 frames per second. So that's good. So we'll carry on here. So this is Ben Reeves, the senior editor at Game Informer, interviewing obviously Rod Fergusson, the manager of the Collision. So let's jump straight back into this.
controls in Gears of War 4 based more on 3 or Judgment?
3.
Could J...
The biggest news, like, to me, literally, was the movement. Obviously, in essence, I mean, that doesn't really matter, but I mean, a lot of my team were saying they really do hope that obviously there's going to be movement and there's going to be wall cancel and all that kind of stuff. So if he says the movement is like Gears 3, that has got good hopes for obviously the community and everyone that played it, because I don't really like the Gears of War 1 movement. I really didn't. Gears of War 2, that was not too bad. Judgment was okay, and Gears 3 was just perfect in my eyes. So that is really good news. The perfect movement. Perfect.
Kate and Dell just leave Sarah and call it good?
No.
Sup, bitches?
Dom's catchphrase?
Is it true you removed all waist-high cover from this game?
No.
That's not true?
That's not.
That is not true. Movement, obviously. Listen, I'll carry on this. There's still loads to talk about. Oh, honestly, this video is going to go on for ages, so I'm just going to try and keep it going on a bit more, but this is so exciting.
Not true.
Do the enemies come up from underground?
Sometimes.
Do they fall down from the sky?
No.
Do they come at you sideways?
Yes.
Are there going to be more enemies than those dog-like things we saw at the E3 footage?
Yes.
Do the enemies use Lancers?
Yes.
Is all the multiplayer stuff in this game going to be good?
Obviously.
How
Obviously.
excited?
Cool.
How did you guys make this game?
With our bare hands.
With Gears of War...
You know what I mean? He's just so corny, but he's so funny. I mean, that's why he's such a likable guy. Everyone respects him. And he's just such a funny guy. And how did you make this game? With my bare hands. So that was quite funny. All right, let's carry on with this.
Or are you going to finally expand beyond Greek mythology?
Sorry.
Are there still curb stomps in this game?
Obviously.
Did you ever fight Locust in this game?
No.
Is Jack back, baby?
No.
What's his deal?
Robot?
Have you ever used a chainsaw
Yes.
on a person?
No.
Will we see daylight in Gears of War 4?
You start and end in daylight.
Is there any emotion
That's
left
awesome.
on Sarah?
No.
And there's no emotion, guys. Is there emotion on Sierra? No. So that means we've completely went past that stage of where Gears 3 was all about emotion and stuff like that. So we're totally past that. There's no going to be emotion which he just confirmed. So that's another thing which is awesome to know. By the way, guys, I will be putting this in the description so you can watch it by yourself, because obviously I'm talking over this, making the video. But yeah, that's really cool to know, and the information will be below so you can read it for yourself.
No.
Does Judgment count?
Yes.
Is there any chance Gear?
Does Judgment count? I just want to say one thing as well. Judgment, I really love that game, and so does a lot of people. But there's a lot of people that don't like it. But there is good things in that which we can take from there, which I really hope they do. Like obviously the collaterals and free-for-all game modes, overrun, and all that kind of stuff. Are they going to do extras and mix it in and bring that into Gears 4? I really do hope so. So let's see what happens. There could be some characters returning from Judgment. We never know, but we will see.
Gears 4 is coming to PC.
Possibly.
Will
Gears of War 4 for the PC? Possibly, which possibly means, and probably means, yes. So that's good news.
4 have the best wind in gaming.
Hope so.
Does Kate have a sister?
Negative space.
Would you call Gears of War 4 a survival horror game?
No.
Would you call it a platformer?
No. Nor a racer. Nor a fight game.
Still a video game, right?
It is a video game.
Why do they run like that?
Because they're being shot at.
So they don't have to go to the bathroom.
I didn't say that. They're also being shot at.
Is the campaign going to be longer than Gears of War 1?
Depends on the difficulty.
On normal difficulty?
Potentially.
Is the Carmine dynasty still going strong?
The Carmine dynasty lives on.
Does Carmine have a sister?
Negative space.
How do those...
Does Carmine have a sister? Negative. But does Carmine, like, does the Carmine brothers still come into the game? He said most possibly. So, is there going to be a Carmine D? Because we've obviously had Carmine A, Carmine B, and Carmine C. It just makes sense to have Carmine D. So, put your names down below, guys. This is going to be quite funny. What is Carmine's name going to be if it starts with a D? Go, comment down, write down below, and we will carry on with this video. I'm going for Dom Carmine, or maybe Derek Carmine.
Guns stick to their back.
The same way you carry all of your inventory in your ass in an RPG.
Magnets?
Yeah, exactly.
Is that Gears of War movie ever going to happen?
I wish.
Was it Marcus?
I wish. For a Gears of War 4, like a Gears of War movie, he wishes. So, I mean, that's quite a bummer. I mean, I wish he kind of said, maybe, or give us a bit of tease. I mean, he just says, I wish. But, I mean, we never know. There could be plenty more in the future. I really do hope there's a movie for Gears of War.
Phoenix?
As opposed to,
Are you sick of all the jokes about these games being brown?
yes.
Does Coltrane say woo because Ric Flair's from North Carolina where Epic is based?
No. He says woo because the coal train runs on whole grain,
And because it's train?
which always runs on time.
Do you miss working with Cliffy?
Yes.
Did you ever actually call him Dude Huge?
No.
Remember Keely's making of Gears of War video from 2005?
I do.
Did you watch it?
I have.
I'm 31 and she's 19.
Fraud is a walking HR violation.
Do you miss those days?
Those were fun.
Remember Dom?
Yeah.
Is Gears 4 going to be funny?
I hope so.
Would you describe JD as a badass?
In training.
How many real wars have been fought with chainsaws?
That's a terrible way of it.
What does Dom Curious mean?
Means you played like 3 chapters as Dom.
That's correct.
I wrote the achievement. I should know what it is.
What is that pun?
They're either Princess Bride references or they're sexual innuendo generally. So when you look at the money shot, around the world,
All
water sports,
obvious
like they're all
Princess
pretty
Bride
obvious that we
references,
just
yeah. I'm sorry, that was too long. Is the Swarm a unified army?
no, they don't all follow dress code.
Why don't they just build a wall?
What are you, Trump now?
You can make them pay for it.
With what? Swarm dollars?
Why don't more games rip off Active Reload?
They should.
But why?
Swing meters are hard?
Remember that time you worked for 2K?
Yes.
One thing I didn't actually know, he worked for 2K. That's quite interesting. So maybe you guys knew about that, but I personally didn't. And obviously he's talking about actives, so we know actives are obviously going to still be in the game. That was obviously probably a thing, obviously, because we've seen it in the trailer anyway, but
Briefly.
that's good to
Overrun
know.
Mode in Judgment was kind of underrated, wasn't it?
I see what you did there. And yes.
Is
Underrated, yes. So I was talking about that in Judgment, obviously the overrun game mode and stuff. Well, I think we will see that returning in Gears of War 4 and even better. Like it will be even more advanced and much more things to do, I think. So that's good to know as well, because I actually really enjoyed playing that every now and then on Judgment.
Gore funny?
We try to make
I'm
it.
talking about Al Gore.
Oh, then no.
What's your favorite multiplayer map from Gears of War?
Check out.
What's the best?
Checkout is Rod Ferguson's favourite map. What is your favourite map, guys? Let me know down below as well. Just comment there right down below. I would say my all-time favourite map has got to be Blood Drive or River. That was amazing, those maps. I do like Checkout as well. That's a good map. But yeah, River or Blood Drive.
Best game ever made.
Chess?
Who wants toast?
Anyone with a flamethrower?
How much of the population was alive at the end of Gears of War 3?
Hundreds of thousands.
Are the stranded still on Sarah?
Yes, but not as stranded.
If you could summarize
So-
Gears of War 4 in one word, what would it be?
Tense.
Are the dreams in which you're dying the best you've ever had?
It's a mad, mad world.
So does Gears of War take place in our universe, or is it an alternate reality situation?
Alternate reality.
Is what
Alternate reality. That's what I wanted to hear. It's not real. It's not going to be like obviously in our area or like our city world. It's going to be, yeah, I mean, it's going to be fucking reality. It's going to be different. So that's cool to know as
are
well.
the new features in Gears of War 4 next?
Yes, and full-size testicles.
Will Gears of War 4 have a lot of jump scares?
There will be some.
What's the best food?
Poutine.
Do you guys know how much people like Horde mode?
Yes.
Will the game have over 5 cameos from previous games?
No.
Has
No for that, but then also he said Horde mode, will that be returning? Yes. So that is good to know as well. I know a lot of the community in Gears of War, like you go watch people streaming Gears 3 right now, they're streaming Horde, and obviously the community is just massive in Horde. You look at the stats and stuff, folk have played hundreds and hundreds of hours on that. It's crazy, but I mean it is a lot of fun, so I can see Gears of War 4 just absolutely being amazing with the Horde mode and survival, and it's just going to blow the water. So there's a minute left, guys. I'll let you guys hear this.
Kurt seen Wizard of Oz?
Has Kirk seen The Wizard of Oz?
Kurt,
Kurt, who's Kurt?
how much did Microsoft pay for Gears of War? Was there an 8 in it?
I'm sure it was an 8 and at least 1 0.
$80?
It was on the shelf for a while.
Were you inspired by 50 Cent Blood in the Sand?
I was actually.
Really?
I like it. I actually played it through.
War. What is it good for?
I don't know, but it never changes.
Is JD short for Juan Dom?
No. Protein rap. It's a great song.
It's a good song.
So JD is Marcus's son. Do we know the mother?
No.
Not personally.
Not at the biblical level.
Did Mark?
There we go, not at the biblical level. So we might find out when Gears 4 comes out, and we might actually find out who is the father, well, the mother of JD. We do obviously know Marcus is the father, so that's really good to know. But the mother, I mean, I'm thinking Anya. I mean, I don't know if anybody else thinks that, but I have seen a few people tweeting like that to me as well, thinking, obviously talking about the father, they're talking about the mother as well, and they did say Anya, so let's see what happens when the game comes out, I suppose.
Marcus know?
Clearly,
How often are you forced to walk and talk in this game?
as often as we need to get story across,
You guys are still doing story?
dabbling.
In the Dark Labyrinth level in the Gears of War Remastered, why was there Phoenix brand peanut butter in the kitchen?
Nutty artists.
Did the Locust kind of have a point?
Sure.
Does Gears of War 4 end with Marcus joining the fight?
No.
Are you all going to pull this off?
We're still talking about Gears of War 4, right?
Are you going to pull this off?
Yes.
Are you guys hitting holiday 2016?
We're hitting fall 2016.
So what are we doing tomorrow?
Going back to work.
There we go. What a great guy. Honestly, he is such an inspiration, and he's so just like so funny and just very calm to talk to. But then we said there, it's coming fall, guys, so that's really good to know. And also, will Marcus be coming back? No, he won't be, obviously. So that's quite of a disappointment. But I mean, a downloadable character would be fucking awesome to have him as a classic Marcus or the Gears 3 Marcus. Definitely, guys, I've really enjoyed that. Obviously, question and answers interview. I hope you guys did enjoy that as well, kind of my reaction and a few topics that really stood out to me. I will put this down below, guys, so you can read it for yourself and watch it without me talking, obviously. But I hope you did enjoy this video, guys. I'm just trying to keep you up with all the content and trying to keep you up to date as well. So thank you so much for watching, and drop a like if you did enjoy, and I'll speak to you in the next video. Peace.